did.
She died a young woman and had, as I think, children.
One child.
True, your nephew Fred.
Yes.
Let us see another Christmas.
Why, there's old Fezziwig alive again. Bless his heart. He was the finest master a lad could have.
Oh, hold it. I had no more work tonight. It's Christmas, Ebenezer. It's Christmas. Come and join the party.
I'm just finishing up.
Come to the party. We have singing, dancing, and Christmas cheer. One cup of Mrs. Fezziwig's punch, and we'll be able to see those blessed numbers you're working on.
Really, I'm almost done. Just one more minute.
I'll give you exactly 1 minute.
Why were you not at the party?
Well, there was work to be done.
I see. You couldn't dance, could you?
No. Well,
Do you know this girl?
well, I've forgotten how beautiful she was.
Hello?
Oh, you startled me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know anyone was in here. Who are you?
I'm Mr. Fezziwig's apprentice.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Fezziwig's apprentice. My name is Belle.
Pleased to meet you, Bill.
So, what are you doing in here? You should be with us dancing.
Oh, I'm afraid I don't know how to dance.
Nonsense. I'll teach you. You really don't know how to dance, do you?
No.
Well, Mr. Fezziwig's apprentice, I don't believe that's your real name.
No.
Well, what is your name?
You'll laugh.
I won't.
You will.
I promise.
It's Ebenezer. See?
I'm sorry, but Ebenezer?
Yeah, Ebenezer Scrooge.
Well, Ebenezer Scrooge, since you won't come to the party is coming to you.
Fill up those all around. I'm going to place Mr. Fezziwig.
With great pleasure, Mrs. Fezziwig. Come, everyone. A toast to Christmas.
To Christmas!
King of seasons all.
King of seasons all!
Now, perhaps a song.
Of course, Mr. Fezziwig. In default of a better. We'll say Here we come a-wassailing among the leaves so green. Here we come a-wandering so fair to be seen. Love and joy come to you, and to you your wassail too. And God send you a happy new year.
Fezziwig was the most best old master a lad could have.
Such a simple lad. To make all of these silly folks so giddy.
Silly fact.
Why, he only spent a few pence of your mortal money. 3 or 4, perhaps. Is that so much that he deserves praise?
And isn't that spirit? He had the power to make us happy or sad, to make our service a turmoil or a joyous thing to be. His happiness he gave us was quite as though it cost a fortune.
What is the matter?
Nothing.
No, I think something.
Nothing. I should just like to say something to my clerk. That is all.
Let us see another Christmas.
Where are we going?
Why, we are going back into the past to see the shadows of things that have been. You are older now, a man in the prime of life.
I had a passion to succeed. I wanted profit.
Yes, you have much to learn.
Ebenezer.
Bill, I'm glad you could come. Today's the most important day of my life.
Yes, I see. Your name won't be Mr. Fezziwig's apprentice anymore, will it?
Yes, well, business.
I do not wish to see this.
Watch and learn.
I wanted to see you, Bill, because I think it is time to fulfill our contracts with each other.
Our contract?
Our contract, to be married, of course.
Ebenezer, our contract is an old one. It was made when we were both poor and content to be so. Until, in good season, we could change our worldly fortunes by our patient industry. When it was made, you were another man.
I was a boy.
You see, your own feeling tells you you're not the same person you are now.
Even if I've grown so much the wiser, what then? I've not changed my feelings for you.
You are changed, Ebenezer, so I release you from our contract.
Have I ever sought release?
In words, no.
And what then?
In a changed nature, in an altered spirit, in another atmosphere of life, and another hope at its great end. And anything that would make you think that my love is any worth or value in your sight? Would you try to seek me out and try to win me now? Me, a dowerless girl? No.
You think I would not?
I would gladly think otherwise if I could. You may have pain in this, but the hope that makes me, of the memory of what has half passed makes me hope you will. But you will dismiss the recollection of it gladly as an improbable dream from which you awoke. May you be happy in the life you have chosen.
Go after her! Why didn't I go after her?
Almost. Almost.
Why didn't I go after her?
Perhaps there was no profit to be made in the arrangement.
Spirits, why do you delight in torturing me?
As I have said before, these are the shadows of things that have been. They are what they are.
I do not wish to see any more. Take me home.
Very well.
Humbug!
Awaking in the middle of a prodigiously tough snore, and sitting up in his bed to get his thoughts together, Scrooge had no occasion to be told that the bell was again upon the stroke of 1. Scrooge felt that he was restored to consciousness right in the nick of time, for he wished to challenge his spirit on the moment of its appearance, and to not be taken by surprise and made nervous. Now, being prepared for almost anything, he was by no means prepared for nothing. Nothing came. Scrooge sat up, hearing every now and then a faint laughter, which being faint was more alarming than a dozen ghosts.
Get out! Get out of my office!
It's Christmas. Come here, know me better.
Who are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas present.
Very well, take me where you will. I went last night on compulsion, and I am learning a lesson that is working on me now. If you were to take me somewhere, let me profit by it.
Profit work?
Yes!
Profit. Oh, you have much to learn. It's Christmas. Come, touch my rose.
Where are we going?
I was all hands on this day. Poor Hope most of all.
Why poor homes most of all?
Because they needed most of all.
And perhaps it was a pleasure that the good spirit had in showing off its power, or else it was its own kind, generous, hearty nature, and sympathy with all poor men that led them straight to Scrooge's clerks. For there they went, and the spirit stopped to bless Bob Cratchit's dwelling. Think of that! The ghost of Christmas present stopped to bless Bob Cratchit's little four-room house.
Do you know them well?
I often come by here.
It is done, Mother.
They can't be done. Your father's not home yet. Nor Tim, nor Martha either. She warned us late last Christmas by half an hour. Merry Christmas.
There she is now, Mother. Merry Christmas, Martha.
Here, Merry Christmas. Martha. Merry Christmas, Mother. Bless my heart alive, how late you are. We had a good deal of work to finish up in Miller's shop. We had to clear away this morning. So long as you're here, sit you down.
No, there's Father. Hi, surprise you.
Merry Christmas, Mrs. Cratchit. Merry Christmas, Peter.
Merry Christmas, Father. Tim.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
bless me, why are you so late coming home from church?
Father took me down the slide 20 times.
Robert!
In honor of it being Christmas, it's closer to 10 times really. But we're here, safe and sound. Why, where's our Martha?
Not coming.
Not coming upon Christmas Day.
Here I am. I couldn't bear to keep him any longer. Merry Christmas, Father.
Merry Christmas, Martha. My clever family played a trick on me.
Stop that! Stop that! You'll no strength left to work for tomorrow.
I do believe I am a rich man.
On 15 shillings a week?
I am a rich man. Martha, it is good to have you home. How are they treating you at the milliner's shop?
Well enough. The work is hard, 14 hours a day. But I saw a countess and a lord did for a day. The lord was as tall as Peter, and the countess could never send much money. So she simply got everything.
Oh, my dear, the strain of choosing is much too great. We'll simply buy a shop.
And we'll work all night to make more hats.
Well, of course, didn't we buy the workers too?
Peter, you're such a goose.
Goose! Goodness me, the goose! Peter, run to the baker's and fetch our goose.
Right out.
Martha, take Tim into the wash house and clean him up properly.
Yes, ma'am.
Robert, the slide at Cornwall.
I know.
It's too cold and too dangerous.
But Christmas is only once a year, and he looked like he needed some cheering up. He gets so thoughtful, staying by himself so much. He says the strangest things you'd ever hear. He told me, coming home, that he hoped the people saw him in a church, and because he is a cripple, it might be pleasant for them to remember upon Christmas Day who it was that made lame beggars walk and blind men see. But he is growing up. I think he will grow to be strong and hardy.
He tried to be. I did not. Did too.
Look, everyone, the goose is cooked.
Christmas is coming, the goose is getting fat.
Please put a penny in the old man's hat. If you haven't got a penny, half a penny too. If you haven't got a half penny, God bless you.
But that goose was so small.
Miss Cratchit felt herself lucky to get a price she could afford.
There was never such a goose. And egged out with applesauce and mashed potatoes, it was a sufficient dinner for the whole family. And the youngest Cratchits in particular were steeped in sage and onion to the eyebrows. For once, everyone had enough. Wonderful word, enough. And the pudding, such a pudding. Bob Cratchit said that he regarded it as the greatest success achieved by Miss Cratchit since their marriage. At last, the dinner was all done.
Oh, my dears, such a day, such a day. I've all man could wish for his family around him on Christmas Day. Come, a toast to Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
Founder of the feast, indeed. I wish I had him here. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast on, and I hope he'd have a good appetite for it.
My dear, the children, Christmas Day.
It should be Christmas Day, I'm sure, on which one drinks the health of such a stingy, hard, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge. You know he is, Robert. No one knows it better than you, poor fellow.
My dear, Christmas Day.
I'll drink his sake for yours and the days. Long life to him, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. He'll be very merry and very happy, I know that. Mr. Scrooge.
Mr. Scrooge.
And to us, God bless us.
God bless us, everyone.
There was nothing of high mark in this. They were not a handsome family. They were not well dressed. Their shoes were far from being waterproof, and their clothes were scanty. But they were happy, grateful, pleased with one another, and contented with the time.
Heavenly Spirit of Tiny Tim will live.
I see a bit conceit by the fortune recorder. A crush without a feather, scarcely deserved. If these shadows made an ultimate future, child would I.
No, say he will be spared.
If these shells made an ultimate the future, then what then? None other will find him here. If he would like to die and decrease the surplus, he's better do it. Oh man, if man be cut off heart. Forbear the wicked. Can't until you discover what the surplus is and where it is. Will you decide what man shall live, what man shall die? sight of heaven that you are more worthless and less fit to live than millions like this poor man's child.
By this time, it was getting dark and snowing pretty heavily. Scrooge and the Spirit went along the streets. Much they saw and far they went, and many homes they visited, but always with a happy end. The Spirit stood beside sick beds, and they were cheerful. On foreign lands, and they were close at home. By struggling men, and they were patient in their greater hope. By poverty, and it was rich. In almshouse, hospital, and jail, in miseries, every refuge, the good Spirit left a blessing. And here, the flickering blaze showed preparations for a cozy dinner. And here again were shadows on the window blind of guest assembly.
Why, 'tis my nephew Fred. Spirits have we come here.
If you should have by any unlikely chance to know a man more blessed than your nephew, all I can say is, I should like to know him. Introduce me to him, and I'll cultivate his acquaintance.
I don't believe it.
He did. He said Christmas is a humbug as I live. He believed it too.
More shame for him, Fred.
He's a comical old fellow, that's the truth, and not so pleasant as he might be. However, his offenses carry out their own punishment, and I have nothing to say against him.
I'm told he's very rich.
Well, it is of no use to him. He doesn't even make himself happy. I have no patience.
Oh, I have. I'm sorry for him. I couldn't be angry with him if I tried. Who suffers from his ill whims? Himself always. Here he takes it into his head to dislike us and won't come and dine with us, and what's the consequence? Poor Topper here had to eat Uncle Scrooge's share as well as his own.
His absence itself is kind of a gift.
But Uncle Scrooge's was something far more important than a Christmas feast.
More important than a Christmas feast? Why, what could be more important than this excellent feast prepared by your wife and her lovely sister?
Better than the feast? My wife herself. We were so altogether satisfactory.
Well, I didn't marry him because he was a poet.
But you are, my dear, highly satisfactory to me.
You're a lucky man, Fred, for I am one of those wretched outcasts of society. Yes, my friends, for I am only a lonely bachelor, and so I'm reliant on others for scraps of affection, crumbs of comfort.
Nothing you've done? Is there no kind woman here who could accept this thankless task?
What if we're the uncles and outcasts? Let's play a game.
Wonderful idea. What game?
Ooh, blind man's rough. Please, let's play it. Please.
Yes and no. Yes and no. Let's play yes and no. I will think of something, and you must ask me questions from which I can answer yes or no.
Is it a potato?
Wait. Let me think of something. All right, I got it.
A potato?
Wait. Raise your hand, and I'll point.
Oh, is it an animal or vegetable?
Yes and no.
Is it an animal?
Yes.
Is it a dog?
No.
Oh, Topper.
Well, it could have been.
Is it a friendly animal?
Well, not really. No, not at all.